I've been comparing Putin to Hitler even way before the annexation of Crimea, because I could see the same algorithm of the behavior in the international arena, the same arrogance while dealing with the foreign leaders, the same demonstration of his invincibility. And also we could see in Russia the gradual but unfortunately steady transition from one feeble democracy under Yeltsin to one-party dictatorship under early Putin to one-man dictatorship. And the one-man dictatorship is the most dangerous form of political construction, because it requires from this one man who is in charge of everything a permanent action to prove his legitimacy. He has to demonstrate his strengths. He can afford anything except weakness. So it's the weakness for a dictator is the end of his rule, because he doesn't have a legitimate foundation for his power. And I think that's the lack of the reaction to the Putin's open threats in February led to the annexation of Crimea and then to other disasters. If the same sanctions as we are seeing today in place would have been imposed in February, I believe we would have saved thousands of lives in eastern Ukraine. If Ukraine could have received even a small portions of weapons, of modern weapons it needed to respond to Russian aggression, I think Vladimir Putin might be less cocky in pushing a Russian army into Ukrainian territory as he did in August. And again, when you are trying to use economic measures against an open aggression, which I believe it's a right policy, but you have to understand that either you try to punish for what was done before, or you want to use this as a preventive mechanism. Then you have to make calculations. And naturally that today, the policies imposed by the Western countries, it's better than nothing, but it's still far from enough to prevent Putin from further aggression.